This one is not a genuine one, is it? Okay. So we know that whoever's been working on the car will know that fault there. That has made no difference. So what we've now got is this the last one that they have.
Oh shit, we're live. Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Cut the Chat. Yeah, we're back on YouTube. I'm not sure what happened last week, but shout out to everybody that was turn it off. Shout out to everybody that was in our Zoom Cut the Chat live. There's Femi. Is that Femi? Is that our Femi? That is Femi. Hold on. What's going on, Damon?
Well,
They are.
Imagine I come home to no gas.
In that cold, it's cold at the moment.
Bro, do you know how mad it is, yeah? Now the thing is, yeah, it's freezing outside, therefore it's freezing in the yard, yeah. So I've gone onto Google and searched. You know we're not recording.
We're live. Don't worry.
What did you say?
I'll rip it off YouTube.
What? Every week, but then it doesn't come off YouTube, and then people are messaging me.
All right, no, we're not going to start the podcast with all that negative stuff.
We're not.
Are we live now?
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah. So imagine I've Googled my energy supplier, and I've called what says is the contact number. So, and this is about 7 o'clock in the evening. 7 o'clock this evening. So I'm on hold, and it's telling me that I'm on hold. There's a high volume of calls. I'm in the queue. Yeah. I'm on hold for about half an hour. Then it just says, thanks for calling Connect UK, for argument's sake. It says, thanks for calling Connect UK. Our offices are closed right now. Please call back tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And I'm like, what? So then I've gone and checked the Google. And the funny thing is, I saw this on the news the other day. You know, you have them companies that pay a lot of money or do certain things to get themselves at the top of the Google search. So I just called this random company, yeah, that had nothing to do with my energy supplier, yeah, and I've just been on hold to them for half an hour. Now, there's a few things that have annoyed me. Firstly, I thought I was calling my energy company, and I wasn't. Secondly, you had me on hold for half an hour when your office is closed 2 hours ago.
And thirdly, you're still cold. Are you cold?
Nah, it's fixed now.
Oh,
yeah, the gas man come, changed the meter. That was it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. What's going on, Fem?
What one for me? You're looking kind of dark. Yeah.
Well, Man United are losing 2-0, boy.
Good.
We're going out of the Champions League.
Good, because Arsenal have been out of everything. Arsenal are so shit.
No. Like Man United, you know what's frustrating about Man United?
Go on.
Like, there's some games, yeah, they're so sick. You're like, yeah, we're back. The glory days are back. And then the next, like literally the next game, they're just rubbish. Like, as in atrocious, though. It's a bit mad. The inconsistency is disgusting.
Right. Sorry. Tanisha Brown, you're saying that there's 2 chats open. Can you go to the other chat and tell everyone to come over to this chat, please? However you do it. Apparently there's 2 chats open, because in this chat I'm looking at, there's nobody in here, but there is. But there's people saying like, yeah, there's 2 chats open or something. So if there is, send the people them over, please. I beg. Thank you.
Please. All right.
Well, go on, Lee.
Lee.
He's on mute.
Yo,
Oh, there you go.
Yo.
What's going on?
well, go on.
How are you, sir?
No, bro.
Not this week with that
Nah,
Wi-Fi.
That Wi-Fi needs to figure.
Is it done again?
It's all right. You're back now.
Is it back? What do you mean back? Is it dead? Yeah, I'm having a dead time right now, blood.
What happened?
Bro, remember I told you? So last week Friday I had them runners.
What happened? So, like, when you say runners, like you've taken them somewhere and they just got out and ran.
Yeah. So basically, what happened is, I saw this group of boys. They looked about 18, 19. And all the cabs were going past them. They were trying to get a cabbie's attention in it. And I thought, you know what? Why are they doing this to my people? Why are they just not picking up my people, man? So you know what? I'm going to stop for my people. Do you get what I'm saying? And he said, hit me up with the boss, man. Like I sell chicken and chips. And said to me, yeah, drop man Archway. Yeah? So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to drop you Archway. They were young bucks. I was listening to how they were talking. They weren't bad youths. Do you know, like, do you know when you listen to someone talk? Had the speaker on. So what I did is I thought I'm gonna let them know I'm still down. Can you man hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I'm gonna let them know I'm down anyway. So I had it on Capital Extra. No, BBC Extra, sorry. Little heady one was on.
All right.
Sorry, BBC One Extra. Some heady one was playing. They were playing their tunes and it was like during Target set anyway. So as I was playing the tunes, whatever, I could see them bumping, they were loving it. So we get to Victor's, near Victor's mum's house in Archway, and they jumped out with that row of shops. So you know that row of shops before you turn into the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the two of them jumped out there. The next two said they want to go into Muswell Hill. I was like, oh.
And they did that one. So
Yeah.
two of them already gone.
So two of them jumped out there, and then the next two have gone into. As I'm getting to Muswell Hill, I'm saying where he's giving me directions, left, right, whatever. So as I pulled up, I got my foot on the brakes. So you can't get out of the cabinet. So as I pulled up, I've hold on. Yeah, so as I pulled up, the guy goes, "Can you take him onto Southgate?" It was the littlest one though. The one that asked to get in the cab in the first place. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? If that little one's going to be me and him, if he tries a thing, because obviously my back was up already in it, because I was thinking, ask Archway, and now we're in Muswell Hill. The little one tries the thing, I'm just going to knock him out. I don't care.
Wow.
So as I've taken my foot off the brake, they both got out. And that realization hit me then. This is what they're going to do. They're going to do what they're going to do in it. So I rode, because they're on the other side now. They've got out the other side in it. He goes, I'll take him to and I rolled down my window. I said, is this what you man are doing, yeah? And they literally looked at each other. One went that way and one went that way. Gone. So one's run into a block of flats and the other one's run down like a dirt road. So I've chased the big one in the taxi. But you know when you're trying to do something frantic, nothing works. You're trying to pull it in reverse. It's in neutral. The engine's revving. I'm trying to just get him because I'm thinking to myself, in my head, I'm thinking maybe it was a good thing. Because I think if I would have drove at him, I probably would have run him down. I would have probably just ram into him. So
Lee, why did you chase them? Like, what would you have done if you caught them?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. But the thing is, I was hoping if I'd have grabbed one of them, I would have tried to hold him until police come. Realistically, but he probably would have to fight me. So obviously, when I've seen them get to when I got to the end, there was a gate and there's a big field. You know, my eyesight's bad already, so I can't even pretend to tell you. I could even tell you where I was looking at this. I went back to get my phone and shine it in the field. I didn't see nothing. So then I walked into this block of flats that the other one's gone in. What am I doing in there? Why am I in this flats?
For
driving
what?
around? For what? For 40 notes? For what? I was like, you know what, Lee? Just take the L and keep it moving. But you know what I was hurt? Do you know what I was really hurt? Because I was thinking, you saw me, a young black brother, and they didn't even think, you know what, let's allow this brother. Let's get someone else. That's what I was thinking in my head. Because if that was me back in the day with my boys, I'd have been like, nah, let's not get this brother. Because he looks like Mandem. He looks like someone we can relate to. These guys just done me over, blood. I'll tell you this now.
Do you think that they thought about that the whole time?
Of course, they must have been thinking about it.
No, because
They must have been thinking about
what if it was just like a last minute thing? Like,
it. Nah, it can't be last minute. You know what they knew? You know what they knew? Because they knew to say this guy's going on to Southgate. Because they knew my foot comes off the brake, the door's open. Because I wouldn't have let them out until they paid the bill. Do you get what I'm saying? So he knew at this point I was going to open the door and let them go. Do you get what I'm saying? But one day we'll meet again.
So you take it personally because.
No, do you know why I take it personal, D? Do you know why I take it personally? Because one day, yeah, I might be in trouble. Say, for example, I looked at it as if I was young, yeah, and I was in trouble. Say, for example, I was walking in the area I shouldn't be walking in, yeah, and I got into, and then I felt uncomfortable and I had to run. And I'm a young buck, 17, 18, and I put my hand out, and someone like me stopped. I'll be grateful. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I would be like, I would take the kid and go. But now when I see it, you've put me off stopping for anyone like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree, but I get you and I do understand. I do understand you because this is your.
I agree. Yeah,
this is your livelihood, and if something similar happened to me in the barbershop once, twice, 3 times, it would just grind me down to the point where I'd just be like, nah. So I get you. I get you. I understand. I get you.
Bro, it was £10 each. It was £10 each. I came up from Western and I dropped them yard. £10 each. That's what it would have cost them. I don't think I was doing them. To be honest with you, and if I'd said to them, can you afford to get in a taxi? Is that not me taking a piss? Because clearly they couldn't afford it. Hence why they ran in it.
Fuck them. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I apologize.
But honestly, I was thinking some badness. I was thinking some badness. But then the other side of me was like, you know what? There were kids in it. That's what kids do. This is what kids do in it. Like, I'm sure I'd done some things when I was their age that, but boy, coming back, it's just not fun when it's on you, innit?
You never run from a cab before?
I've never done it, but I know the people that I've rolled with have done shit like that, but they would have told me to get out early.
Why? Because you're the one that would have fallen over.
Because I was the smallest. In my crew, I was the smallest, and if I got nabbed, I'm snitching. If I got nabbed, they'll be like, the best thing we can do right now is drop off Lee, because if Lee don't get out safely, we're all gonna get nabbed. Because I'm going around in a police car and I'm identifying all my friends. Yep, he lives there. His mum's name, his dad's name. Yeah, let's go.
Is that
we're all going to jail together.
You were the snitch.
Now, to be fair, I wasn't, but my friends were just like that with me anyway because I was small.
They allowed you.
They allowed me. They allowed me.
Right, we need to crack on because we got a jam packed. Hey, so you might have to be the timekeeper on this because we got loads of things to talk about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
That's what we do, fam.
Oh, true.
First things first. Did you hear about what happened at the Millwall football match? Just gone.
Yeah.
So for anyone that doesn't know what happened, the weekend just gone football, in the UK, they allowed fans back into the stadium. Some stadiums had, I think, 4,000, some had 2,000, some had a bit less. Millwall, obviously, the majority of people that know about football know that Millwall is a very, 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 I'm not going to say it's a racist football club, but their fans, they've got a strong racist element within their fans. And the silence at the beginning of the game for Black Lives Matter, the Millwall fans booed throughout the whole thing. Now, what they turned around and said was that they weren't booing against standing up against racism. What they were booing for is that Black Lives Matter is a political, I don't know, what would you call it, Ace?
Well, they said they were booing against Black Lives Matter movement, defacing statues, and like some of the stuff that happened during that protest.
They're talking about the corporation, isn't it? Some of them came LBC talking about the corporation, the actual Black Lives Matter corporation.
Yeah.
You know, the actual website and what that was all about, which is bullshit. That's what racists do. That's what racists do when it gets peaked.
I think they should all be ashamed of themselves because they know what.
Of course.
They should all be ashamed of them. Even not just the Millwall people, the actual people that try to argue that Black Lives Matter is just a political organization that is trying to ruin society. Because I'll tell you why. If there was an organization set up to fight anti-Semitism, yeah, that had a name or whatever that people were using as a hashtag as well, no one would ever say anything about that organization. But the minute they won't conflate anti-Semitism with that organization, but actually what people are doing on purpose at the moment within the mainstream media is trying to act like the Black Lives Matter movement doesn't go beyond Black Lives Matter as an organization. And I think it's disgusting. And I think like everyone that is trying to forward that argument in the media should be ashamed of themselves.
Straight. Were you surprised?
Surprised at what Millwall fans done how they're trying to not really.
No, I couldn't believe they would be so blatant. That's what I couldn't believe. I was like, wow, is this what you're doing?
I'm not really surprised. I'm more surprised that Millwall actually has black footballers and black people represent, because it's so ridiculously racist. That football club is actually a joke.
We can't say the club's racist. The club is associated.
The fan base of the club is racist.
Bro, the worst thing is in the ends. It's actually in the ends, bro.
Yeah,
this is Bermondsey. This is like right across the water.
Yeah, it's not far. The thing is, when I heard it, I really wanted all of the players to just walk off the pitch. Like, I don't know. I mean, firstly, and Maxwell, who listens to us a lot, he posed a couple of questions for us. Like, should there be a time where taking a knee before a football match stops? Like, should there be, because this is what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying is like, well, how much longer is this going to go on for? Like, I get it now. And then the question is, well, what do you get? Like, what do you get? But that is a question that Maxwell didn't ask it because he's had enough. He just heard this a lot. Like, how long is this taking a knee going to go on for? Is it going to, be forever?
Yeah, you know what? That's a very good question, because like, is it going to go on forever, or like, do they keep doing it until they see some form of change, or do they stop doing it on the anniversary of George Floyd, or like when, or is this just the new part of football? Like shaking hands.
It's the new part of football.
It's the new part. Maybe it's just like something that happens going
let it
forward. Be that. Yeah, straight.
Let it be that. Let it be that. It don't need to be nothing else. That's all it is. It's just like shaking hands when you come out.
It's the new part of football.
On the knee. Of course.
So do you see what happened at PSG and that against that Turkish team?
No.
Just now the players walked off the pitch, Champions League thing.
Why?
Because apparently the referee's assistant made a racist statement.
Shut up.
The players just walked off the pitch. No, check the news now.
Nuts.
What do you mean he made a racist? Do you know what the statement was?
I did. I was watching Man United lose, obviously 3-0. But the players walked off the pitch. The match started again. So like the match was suspended after a match official was accused of using a racist term towards one of the away side's backroom staff. And then basically the Istanbul players walked off the pitch in protest, with PSG players following. The incident happened just 14 minutes into the tie. The match is set to resume with a different fourth official. So they've now just started the match again, I think, but they locked off the match.
Go on.
The players just walked off. There's a clip doing the rounds with Demba Ba, like talking to the fourth official, saying like, "Why are you referring to him as that black man or that something about black man anyway?" And And yeah, so the fourth official, I think, was Bulgarian, or from one of those Eastern European countries. This just happened now, literally right now.
Well, keep us updated. So tonight's game with Millwall and QPR, both teams said that they're not going to take the knee, based on taking a knee for Black Lives Matter being a political thing, all of that kind of stuff. What they did say is that they're going to link arms in a show of solidarity against where is it? My bad. Sorry. Where is this thing? Against. So they're gonna stand arm in arm in a show of solidarity against discrimination. Yeah. So my problem with this is that it's gone from being a thing about racism to a thing about just discrimination. Discrimination is just very wide. It's very broad. Do you know what I mean? So to say that you're standing arm in arm against discrimination, that's not specific at all. So I thought about this. I was talking to somebody about this today, and I thought, this is what happens. It just gets watered down and watered down and watered down. And eventually, it's not about Black Lives Mattering. It's not about racism. Now everything is encompassed into this protest or this linking arms or this, hopping on one leg. And I'm just like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm not really, there's a million and one things that people need to protest about. But once again, it seems like when it's a black issue, you can't have it. The black issue has to be linked with that, and has to be linked with that, and has to be linked with that. So we're just it's like the whole BAME argument. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna put you all in a pot and we're gonna do this to protest against that, and the whole black thing. And I'm just not down with it at all. But that's just my views.
I think the kneeling bothers them, and I think they've been finding ways to allow it for a long while. If you've seen the tweets and some of the things they say about this, there's no place in football for politics, and what they actually think about BLM, they've just been finding a way to allow the kneeling. I think
this is the problem. This is the problem, right? BLM is not a political party, and like, you have black people across the board, right, stating that, you know what, Black Lives Matter is an equality campaign that we are behind, not the organization, but in fact are actually trying to fight for equality, is something that black people have continued to be behind across the board. So if black people are telling you that actually we completely support that we realize that, there's a struggle, and we are campaigning to get equal treatment to everyone, equal parity across the board, and you guys, white people in the mainstream, on the news saying, oh, it's a political movement. Bro, I've never met anyone from Black Lives Matter. Like, but I've used the hashtag. Like, one of those, and most black people, this is the thing, it's like, you talk to black people, you ignore them, and that in itself is racist, because you're almost trying to like silence the true cries of black people with your own with your own agenda of saying, oh, actually, it's a political organization. What they keep saying is political organization, but where's the leader of the organization? What MP?
Who can we vote for?
Yeah, who can we vote for? What are you not talking? What are you not even talking about? You're not even hearing yourself. You are being racist by actually like whitewashing black people's true cries for equality with your, oh, it's a political organization, and so therefore we shouldn't support it and we shouldn't support them. I think it's disgusting, and I think it goes beyond. Like, people are like, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter, the organization. No, I'm not behind the organization. Most black people are not behind the organization. But what most people are campaigning for is equal treatment of black people, and the fact that actually we are watching a Champions League match today. Black people in the West are so badly mistreated. We're watching a Champions League match today, right? in Paris, and there's a black man being racially abused by an official, not even a player, not even fans, you know, a referee.
Wild.
Do you know what they've done as well, Femi? They done what we kind of said they do, and you know, you spoke about this a couple of podcasts ago. So the Foreign Secretary James Cleverly was talking on, I think, LBC, I think, the other day, and he come out and he said he wouldn't take the knee, and his argument was because it's not doing anything. There's no action after it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's just an empty gesture. And I thought about this, and I thought, this is what they do. They find that one black person to say something that nobody else can say, because if anybody else says it, it's going to be deemed as like, no, that's racist, that's unacceptable. But they find that one black person who's just going to say something so ridiculously stupid that it makes other black people think, well, if he said it, you know what, he might be right, because he is one of us. And even that, I'm just sick of. Like, they, over the years, they've always done that. They've always found a black person to say the opposite of what the majority say.
Guess what, Damon? There's always a black person willing to do it.
Bro,
always a black person for self-interest that is willing to do it.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
There's always a black man that's happy to do it. Always.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it for me, it was a good question, you know, because what I did notice as well in regards to the knee is that at the beginning of all of this, they were kneeing for like a minute, and they reduced that to, I think it's maybe like 10 seconds, which I don't think is a bad thing. But you know, I was talking to Adam, having a conversation with Maxwell about all of this, and he was like, so does it mean that if you don't take the knee, that you're anti-Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, it does.
And it's like, for me, who said that, Lee?
It does mean, yeah, it does mean. If you
Well,
don't, it means you're against it. What reason have you got to do it though? I don't understand. What reason have they got not to do it? If everyone's doing something for a good cause, and we're doing it, and we're all together, why would I want to say no, I'm not doing it? Why would I say no, I'm not doing it?
Yeah,
I agree with you.
If it was leukemia or something else or whatever, and everyone's doing it, why am I going to say, why am I doing it? What's the problem? It's a good cause. Why would I not do it? I don't understand. I don't understand this argument of why I should and I shouldn't do it. Do you get me? That's me personally.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. Like, and sometimes things are just straight black and white. It's like you're there or you're here. Like, sometimes things are just that blatant. You're there or you're here. Like, it is what it is. There's no two ways about it. But okay. All right. Ace, moving on, talking about something that we spoke about on Trim Talk a little while ago. So last night and today, I've seen two separate situations where people are calling somebody out, throwing beer dirt on social media, on these pages. One where some girl was saying that she got stabbed and beaten with a belt or something in Dubai, and then there was a next one yesterday, and then the whole major hype thing over the last week. Have you seen the major hype thing?
Oh yeah, man. It's
what
really sad.
What exactly happened? What happened with major hype? I don't get it. I saw the apology, but I'm trying to look.
So from what I know, yeah, and I'm sure somebody's gonna correct me in the comments. So Major Hype's ex-wife, I'm not too sure, but somebody that Major Hype was with for a very long time came out and said that he was physically and mentally abusive to her for many years whilst they were together. Major Hype's comeback for this was to put out a sex tape.
Well, he said he didn't do it.
Bridget. All right, allegedly.
He said he didn't leak the sex tape.
Allegedly. So what's happened is he's claiming that he's grabbed her phone and taken bare things out of the phone or whatever else. And now certain things are popping up of her in this and that and that. Then I think maybe a week's gone past and he's done like an hour and a half Instagram live with all of the receipts saying
screenshots, bare
this
things.
is what's happened, screenshotting. So he's taken bare dick pics out of her phone. Yeah, bare dick pics. And
Yeah, I was mad uncomfortable watching it.
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait.
posted
Was it her? Was it his dick pics?
No, he's just flashing up bare dicks on the phone.
What?
Yeah, but look at Lee's awake. Lee's awake. But
Imagine
Lee,
you went through your missus's phone and you saw a next man's willy in there.
I think it's
Are you
because
mad?
like the thing is, and I wasn't clocking, but you could tell like they were all different. It wasn't just one. it wasn't just one guy.
it was ridiculous. Like
What, soft and hard? Soft and hard.
Bro, I haven't seen them. Ace has seen them. So Ace,
Whatever. I don't know
Ace
what
can
you're talking about.
confirm. Ace can confirm.
Anyway, yeah. So it was very uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. So they've been going backwards and forwards to the point where people have now realized both of them are just toxic. Like both of them, you're off key. You've done some off key things. And with today's one, it was like as I said, Ace, what we was talking about the other day. It's like it seems like my timeline just flooded with somebody going at somebody else, somebody throwing dirt at somebody else about something and this and that and that. And it's just like, even did you see the
Guys,
you see the bear,
guys, when did
bear from Love Island,
Yeah.
where there was apparently
Who?
a sex tape or something, and it's just
Right.
like,
He leaked a sex tape as well, I think.
but apparently it's not of the girl though.
Lee, what was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, when did social media become like the place where you had to come and like talk about this like it's court? What?
Yeah. No, but you know what it is?
What?
Some
No, but
people
real
are
talk, though, what?
some
If I'm
some
going through dramas with my missus, do you think I'm coming on here to do a story for 83
You're not
minutes talking
internet.
about my shit? Fuck
But
that.
people are using the internet as a
weapon.
weapon. People are using the internet as a weapon. So like
Bro,
if you upset with somebody, you can just put them on the internet and say XYZ about them.
You know what?
that is
I think
long,
Lee- I
bro.
think- I
That
think
is
he's
long,
right.
bro.
I think Lee hit the nail on the head. I think Lee's right. I think people are using this as a court, as some kind of court, like a Judge Judy. Like
You're right.
bro.
going through the comments, if there's more people that are with me than against me, then I won.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what? You're right. You're actually right. I think this is exactly what it is.
Bro,
Yeah.
I ever since I felt this way, ever since Tyrese did it, yeah. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? Why would you come on this platform? Even when Kevin Hart, what are you doing?
What-
Why are you doing this yourself?
What did Kevin Hart do?
That, remember when Kevin Hart got caught in his madness and he went on into this big apology on social media, and he put his business out there? Bro, why would you put your business out there? Allow it. Let the blogs do that, and then
Talk to your
you know what
missus
I'm
at
saying?
home,
Fizzle
innit?
through. Bro, what are you doing? I don't understand. These things are going to be on there for life, you know, of you doing that.
Mm.
Like, I don't understand. Major Hype is showing man's willy on the screen to justify certain things. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Think about what you're doing. When I'm angry with my missus, the last thing I'm going to think is, yeah, let me see if I got Wi-Fi because I got a rant today. What? Bro, chill
The thing
out.
is, when you put it like that, he actually sat on the internet and was sharing next man's will.
Bro, what are you doing? Why am I going to be there? Like, yeah, I went through my girl's phone. Look at this willy. That's not mine. That's not my willy. Who's it really? Bro, are you mad? Are you crazy? Is the world going mad? Yeah, look at that vein. I don't have that vein in my thing. My thing got no veins. What are you doing?
Oh shit!
I don't understand, bro. The world's going
Oh
crazy.
man, that is hilarious.
That-
Yeah, no,
I
you're
really-
right. You're
I
100%
really
right, though.
think
You're
heads up
100% right.
No, to your wife. You just look like you're crazy. You're going crazy. Like, who the
Yeah,
hell?
nah.
So half these people that are watching this, they're gonna make their own opinion anyway. So that what you think you're gonna get it from? I don't understand it. I proper don't. Me in it. I don't worry. I like to watch it though. I do enjoy watching it though. I'm not gonna lie. I do watching it. But when I saw the Major Hype one, I saw 80-something minutes. I said, bro, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it's
I
long.
just 80-something minute like justification. I was like, this is long.
I
need to cut
just
that
started,
down.
I skimmed through it, but then I stopped when I saw that. And I'm joking. I didn't. But no, it was,
when you saw the panther.
Nah, but that's a shame, man. That's a shame. Have you seen that they tried to they was trying to cancel Letitia Wright, Fem?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you
Oh,
think
what
about
happened
that?
now?
I think
So-
that it's nonsense. I think it's nonsense that you know, they basically Letitia tweeted about vaccines and the fact that basically she tweeted a video about a guy talking about we don't really know what's in the vaccines and blah blah blah, right? And so people started saying like she's an idiot. Why would she tweet that? Is she an anti-vaxxer? What's wrong with her? Blah blah blah. And like she was like, well, I just have my own opinion. I was just questioning what the common knowledge is, and it's not like we shouldn't question what's out there, basically. Then she just deleted her Twitter.
She's gone off. She's off Twitter now.
Done.
Yeah, because so many people were going at her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know, that's not going to affect her, is it?
Thing.
It's not going to affect her, man. She's set for life, mate.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I know, like, when you're a Disney star, yeah, you have to watch what you say.
I mean, she has power, right? So she's not. Disney need her.
Okay.
Disney need her, like, you know, Disney, and ultimately at the same time, it's like people need to be people. This is the thing about internet, right? You lot having access to her on Twitter. It's good for you lot. Not good for her. She doesn't get more. She doesn't get more work. She doesn't have to tweet about her work. Do you know one of those ones? It's like when you've got like mega stars like that, they don't need to be on these social media platforms. So like when they come off, when people abuse them off, it's just not benefiting anyone.
And I was just like, yeah. I had a customer the other day and he brought up a comment about social media like Twitter and that. Twitter's not a publisher or something. It's basically they get out of not getting sued about stuff that they put up because they're not classed as a publisher or something like that. There's some sort of technicality with it. Have you not heard about this?
No, but now don't Twitter delete posts that are not accurate or wrong?
Is that what they do that?
They flag up. They flag
them. That's it.
So like on
Or
Donald
they just
Trump,
flag them, but they can't.
On Donald Trump's tweets, it was just saying like, oh, like loads of these tweets will be like, actually, this is wrong because independent observers have said blah blah blah, like a fact checker. They introduced that before anything else.
So I've got I need to have any of you had the COVID test?
I've had
a couple times.
I've had it. I had one yesterday. I had it on Friday. I had it last week.
I need to take one tomorrow because I've got a client that I need to cut.
This client requires you to get a COVID test before you cut them?
His people. So I've got to cut Daniel on Friday, and his people have messaged me and said, "Listen, whatever film he's promoting or whatever company that is behind the promotion of this film, they're like, you need to get a COVID test, blah, 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 blah. We're not comfortable with people being around and all of that kind of stuff." And at first I was like, this is some bullshit. Like, I think I'm just getting anti everything in my old age. But then obviously I'm like, for me to work or to do this and probably other clients, I do need to get it done. But right now at 9:58 p.m., because obviously we know the first vaccine went out this morning. Right now, I think from what I'm reading, about 5,000 people have been given this vaccine so far. Are you taking it, Remy? Femi.
He's on mute. Does he know? Is he talking?
Femi.
We need to get him a ring light.
He was watching Man United. Man United tried to come back in it, but it didn't quite work.
Femi.
They was on their way back, but they flopped 3-2.
Waste, man.
The thing is, I bet Femi was getting excited. That's why Femi was off camera for time. He was jumping on his sofa, I bet. That's so funny. Anyway,
You know what?
Femi,
answer the question.
I actually turned off the TV in protest. I didn't hear what you said, Damon.
Are you taking the vaccine?
who's taking the vaccine?
If they say if I don't take the vaccine, I can't travel, yes.
I mean,
Not this vaccine, though.
not this
other
one.
thing. This
Not the first
vaccine
one.
is like, I'll tell you the truth. This vaccine is suspect. Why is this vaccine suspect? This vaccine is suspect, but because this is the only country in the world that has approved this vaccine.
What is the Pfizer one?
Yeah.
It's not been approved by any other country in the world.
Not even the country we got it from.
Has it not been approved because they just haven't done it yet? Because they're advertising it like we're the first to approve it.
Damon, this government is so crap here. They couldn't even feed children in school, and you're expecting them to give you the legit vaccine before China, before America. This country is not even like in the top 5 richest country in the world, and you're expecting them to be the first people. And even Germany, you're expecting this country to be the country that bosses the first vaccine, legit one. Nah, you're all right, mate.
So what? So
you're quite fast. Now you know what you meant. They're too.
Lee, sort out your Wi-Fi, fam. Wow.
I can't believe but like Lee, why don't you do this Zoom without your Wi-Fi?
Just
on your 4G.
It will lock off.
Do your 4G.
Your 4G, man.
Yep.
Nah, he's still there. He's still there.
So the Oxford one has I think that just got approved today, right? This afternoon, Femi.
You're saying it like I'm like I know. I don't even know, blood.
Fam, you know everything.
You see this vaccine life, yeah? Do you see this COVID thing? It gets to a point with me, with news, after a while, I just lose all interest. Like, I just like, and I'm secondhand, I find out the news later because it's like, you know what? The vaccines for me, like, I'm glad that the people that need it are getting it. Obviously, I don't have COVID right now. And I've tested 3 times in the past week. I definitely have not had COVID in the past week. And so, you know, I'm happy that the people that do have COVID are able to take the vaccine, but I'm not interested in taking the vaccine anytime soon.
Ace, are you obviously because of your current medical situation that we all know about? Have they gotten at you? Are they saying that you have to take it, or you don't have to take it, or what's going on?
No, I ain't had any of that information yet. But I know on a list of the people that were gonna get it first, I was like number 5, something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
so there's I think like at the top of the list is the over 80s, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then it's like goes down in categories, and I think I'm like near. I think I'm 4 or 5. I can't remember, but I will not be taking the new vaccine. I'm gonna wait. Give me the latest shit. I'll have some of what Femi's having. Yeah, I ain't taking not the first one. Like it's too early, man. I don't like. Let's have all the info. Let's have a look see what it does.
They're saying that there's not going to be any signs for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm talking about not having it until like 2023 or something.
I said 2023. You know,
trying to draw it out that long.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be one of the first guys. Absolutely not. No way.
Okay. All right. Well,
what about you?
Nah, I'm trying.
I'm taking.
You will be going to Australia soon, and they're saying that you need it to fly over there.
Who's going to Australia?
Yeah, flight risk.
Who's going to Australia?
Ain't you going to Australia anytime soon?
My child is 19 years old, Rude boy.
So she has to come here.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Over there.
Say that.
You know what makes this vaccine proper suspect as well? The first man in the world to have this vaccine, his name is William Shakespeare. Where did they find this guy?
What? Say that again?
They found a man called William Shakespeare to be the second man to get the vaccine in the first man in the whole world. There was a woman got it first, and then William Shakespeare. And then the health minister went on Good Morning Britain and was pretending to cry. He was actually pretending to cry. Did you not see that clip?
I didn't see it.
Nah. You lot, everyone in the chat, if you haven't seen that clip yet, I'm gonna go on and cut the chat. Cut the chat. I'm gonna go on cut the chat.
Hold on, wait. So there's people in the group, yeah. Trevor B, he's saying, did anyone see the Channel 4 news piece where the dude from Oxford who slipped and said something like the vaccine won't sterilize the whole population? And
No.
even the presenter looked sideways. Like, this is kind of falling in line with what I honestly believe and what a lot of other people have said, that it's just, you know, like, Ace, you right now, you don't know whether you can have children or not.
Mhm.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So if it makes you sterile or your partner sterile, well, you know,
How would you know?
yeah, an arm dropping off, that's too blatant. You know, it's if every black person between the age of 45 and 55 drop down dead, that's too blatant. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but you know what? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't air my views on what the vaccine's gonna do or not gonna do on this podcast, and hopefully
Listen,
we can,
no one knows what the
we can
vaccine
onto Spotify straight away.
The main thing is that man's not taking that. It's too early, cuz.
Straight.
You know what? No, you know what though? You know what? It is common sense to ask though, but how would you even know if it really works for True though?
How
Do
do
they-
you know?
it's not- it's not.
How do you know if anything works for True?
It's true. It's no, but fam, I don't think of it like this here. It's like you give it to a man 3 months ago and see how he panned out, or you really made them. It's like, you know, it's like you're making food. You make the stewed chicken without tasting it and just saying, yeah, this is gonna work. This is peng. But you didn't even taste it. You didn't even put your finger in there. How are you meant to know that? What? Because you use a certain ingredient. You've never made this thing before. How are you gonna know that this thing's gonna work? I don't understand it. You get what I'm saying?
There's a lot of questions, Lee. There's a lot. There's a lot. And maybe
It's mad.
maybe it should be for like a live podcast with a live audience that we have these questions, because there's a lot. Like I've got a strong theory that I stick with, that I've stuck with from the beginning of all of this, and you know, I think a lot of people got the same kind of theory, but let's not have anyone try and shut us down, and get a sacked or anything. So,
Exactly.
yeah, let's shall we move on? Shall we swiftly move on? What should we do? Should we do the Black Business Corner? Are we gonna do yeah, we're gonna I've got a relationship corner, the one that I spoke to you about, Ace.
Oh yeah, bust it.
I
can't believe this.
So all right, so and this is so that, well, it is me, innit? It's about me, innit? So sure. All right, cool. Cutting hair, yeah. And I've been cutting a husband and wife for a little while now, good few years, yeah. But I know all of their people, yeah. I know all of their people, and I cut a lot of their people as well. Everything's fine. Wife's given birth. Wife got pregnant. Wife's given birth. Everything's fine. The child is 3 years old. I've started cutting the child. Yeah, I've started cutting the child. Now I was talking to somebody else, about stuff, and they told me that the child is not the husband's. The child is actually somebody else's, and I cut this other person. And when they said it, it hit straight away that the child is actually a spitting image of this other person who I cut. Now, the conversation was, should they tell the other person and the husband? Because they are like, they're cool with all of them. They know all of them equally. And they're like, should they really withhold this information from the husband and the actual father of the child?
How old is the child?
Child's 3.
Are you sure that the husband doesn't know?
I don't know if the husband doesn't know. But I know the father doesn't know. I don't know if the husband doesn't know.
Oh, so the husband might know.
But the person who was chatting to me about it was like, the husband doesn't know. But
I don't think the husband knows. The husband can't know, because if the husband knows, if that was me as the husband, I should tell my man.
what?
Your Wi-Fi is nuts, bro. Honestly, you need to.
You know what it is?
You need to
Can you
do
not hear
this
me?
from outside.
You know what
Can
it
you
is?
not hear me for real?
We can hear you, but you will say a sentence and it cuts off the 4th word and then the 10th word, and then it just does a
Is
madness.
it?
Yes.
I can hear me now. You know what? When I turned off my Wi-Fi before, it locked me out. Did you see?
You did,
When I
just stay there.
4G,
Where you are right now is good.
yeah, when I did it before, it just locked me out.
I
But what
think
I
your
was
Wi-Fi-
saying is, in terms,
I think your Wi-Fi
in terms
will
of
work
the,
better if you take your hat off.
you're a fool. Listen, in terms of the husband, if if he knows about the situation, then he should say something. No, how can you let a man just go around these streets and not know that's his child? As a man,
True.
another man.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be like,
That's
I'll
true.
tell my missus straight, like, that's my wife. Like, you need to tell him that's his child. Man, just walking
Mm.
around, buying chicken and chips, enjoying. Bro, you need to understand. You need to be turning up to parents' evening. You're the
How do you-
ones there.
and
Well, you
how
think
do you
I'm
know?
going,
Also,
I think I'm going parents' evening. I'll see you in the barbers. I'm going your child's parents' evening. Nah, come on, man. Furthermore, you think I'm going barbers with that you, and I'll see you in the barbers as well. No. He needs to know. He needs to know, bro.
are you sure that?
Am I lying?
No, you're actually right. You're right. But are you sure that he doesn't know?
Where's he going?
Who doesn't know?
The actual
Nah,
father.
Nah, he doesn't know. He doesn't
How do you know that though?
100%. 100%.
He needs to know. He needs to know real quick.
100%.
Because at the moment, he's not doing anything wrong at the moment, is he?
But
He
do you
don't
know
know.
what? It's not Damon's place to tell anyone, though.
No, but if you know, I think you should tell him.
No,
What?
it's not. I don't
Nah.
think you should
Damon's
say
like
nothing.
the priest. Damon's like the priest in the church. I think Damon needs to say something.
No, I don't think Damon should say a damn thing.
You need to say, I'll be honest with you. If you knew that shit about me, you need to tell me.
Yeah, if it was me, you have to tell me.
But my relationship with you three is different. Yeah. My relationship with you three is different. And Lee, I got to chat to you about something from 1992. I'll chat to you after.
Mad thing.
No, but honestly, you cut both of them.
Yeah. All 3 of them. All 3 of them. I got the child now as well. Okay, everybody.
Nah, you need to tell them. I think you need to drop the hint, D, fuck it.
I
No,
know.
Damon, it's none of your business.
It's
Bro.
none of your business, bro.
Don't let Lee suck you in.
D, do it, man. I'll back it. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. This is what you're gonna do. When you book my man in for an appointment, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna tell him.
Are you sure that none of them watch this thing, bro?
Say that again.
Are you sure none of them watch this thing?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bruv, who's gonna watch this and think? Why would you think that is?
No, because you might just start putting 2 and 2 together.
Bruv, unless you turn around and you bump into this person that you know and you see their child and you think, hold on, wait, that child does look like me.
Yeah, that's my worst.
Imagine,
that's my worst nightmare. No, that's my. I'm not
Oi,
gonna lie
can
to you.
you-
That's my worst nightmare for like a child to turn up to me one day and be like,
Oh,
"Yo, you're my dad." Like, yeah, that's like my worst nightmare. That's one of my honestly. So not to go deep, it's because I did that to someone. I just not to go deep. It's what because I did that to someone. I never ever want that to happen to me.
How did you feel being the person to do that? Yeah, obviously you must have been nervous. How did you feel being that person?
You know what? Because this has been my worst nightmare. It's not me my worst nightmare because I did it to somebody. Just because I think it's a horrible thing to think that you have a whole child out there that you didn't get to raise, that like just went through life not knowing, like how can that's fucked. Like you can't, I just don't. I think that's terrible. So I always had that feeling in my head and my thought in my head. So when I went to meet my dad for the first time,
Hold on, wait. You always had what feeling in your head? So
like, like it must feel like it must be quite shit, like to know that you had a son out there that you didn't check for. Like, I don't know why. Like,
but if you didn't know, you didn't know, and it's not your fault.
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to go deep into my scenario, but my scenario wasn't that. My dad knew, but for some strange reason, I still didn't want man to feel bad. I don't know why. It's dumb, innit?
No, because you got a good heart. You're not a bad
I didn't want him to feel bad. So when I went to link him, it was more like, yo, what go on? Like, look at me, look what I do. So like, don't worry, I'm not a bum or anything. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was more like
what? So what? Did you know of him though? Did you know of him?
Did I know?
Always been aware of him though.
I knew who he was. Like I knew that I had a dad.
Obviously, you know you got. But I'm saying, did he live around local, or did you know you from young getting shown?
Was he big on the ends? Nah, I didn't know. No, I'd know like off ends. Okay. Never knew nothing. But yeah, so it was weird. It was more like, try to make like man feel comfortable with the situation rather than like, I don't know.
Do you regret busting that move?
Sometimes. This ain't ace therapy today. Can we move on?
No, but why did you regret it? Or quick one, why do you regret it?
Like say it didn't go. I think when like I said about like trying to make man feel comfortable in meeting your son for like, because I met him when I was 28. So like I met him, so like when I met him, I was like, I'm not like, because you'd think, oh, if a grown man's coming to tell me that I'm his parent, maybe he's like after something, maybe it's money or whatever. And I wanted to make sure that he knew that I wasn't on that. So I was like, look, my mum did all right, innit? Like she raised me well, like I got a BBC job, I'm doing this. And I think he took it for, I don't know if I might be right, I might be wrong, but I think he might have taken it as arrogance. And after that day, we just never had a good relationship. And now we don't even talk.
Mad.
Yeah. And I think he just handled the whole thing badly. So sometimes I regret it, sometimes I don't. But I think it's good because like so you get closure in it.
Got closure in it.
Yeah, exactly. Simple.
You got to meet him and you decided, nah, man, rather not be brethren.
Nah, G. Yeah.
Move.
I had a scenario one time. A guy said he was getting married, and he basically the girl didn't have a relationship with her dad, and he found the dad anyway. And I think they were in a house party or something, and someone was like, "Oh, you know, that's your girl's dad, isn't it?" And he went over and like he introduced him, said like I'm gonna be marrying your daughter and whatever. Wow. And the dad turned around and said, "Oh well, if you're gonna marry my daughter, you should have asked me first."
But he didn't know him though.
How?
No, but he didn't even have a relationship with his daughter anyway. So he was like, he tried to come with tried to be dad at this event, and the guy said he nearly punched up the dad.
What? What did the girl say? What did the girl say?
She was in shock. She couldn't believe it. She was like, "What? What do you mean you saw my dad? Why didn't you phone me and tell me that he was in the place? Like, how do you know? Do you get what I'm saying? How did you?" It ruffled a lot of feathers. But the dad had the audacity to say, "You should have come to me as a man and asked me." No, not once give it a bean to his daughter growing up. Never been there once. But felt that he should have been told that you're marrying his daughter. That's real shit. I heard that real. And it was going to be a big fight in a house party.
Damon, would you feel away if like April's like, I'm engaged and the brother never came to ask you? Are you down for that old school life?
I feel like I need to say yes, because I am a strong believer that there's certain traditions that should just be upheld. Because the reality is,
we're saying, is man gonna fly all the way from Australia to ask you to marry your daughter?
Standard.
Yes, bro. Yes.
What? No
deal though. That's a power move though.
Listen.
On Zoom. On Zoom can run though.
There's nothing. Listen, there's
voice note.
When it comes to these things, pull out the stops. Pull out the stops. It's important. But the thing is, I'm assuming I'm hoping that I would have met dude a couple times before anyway. So it's one of them ones where, you know, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to say no, just out of respect and to get everyone's blessing. Do you know what I mean? I think those are the kind of traditions that need to be kept and upheld. But look, all right, yeah, you know, it is, you know, a return. I mean, how is he going to tell my daughter that he's coming to London without her being suspicious anyway? Do you understand? Unless they come on a holiday and he pulls me aside and says, yo, big man, rah. But, you know, I would...
I wouldn't say that. You say, good day, Damon. Just wanted to tell you something, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, fella? Yeah.
Why is that EastEnders meets neighbours?
You know,
Over the way.
She's definitely my shrimp on Barbie. So I just want to ask you a question, Damon. What do you reckon if I could have a hand?
The accent started strong.
It got so bad.
It got worse. You know what's making me laugh, that's why. Good day, mate.
Wow.
Sorry. Sorry.
Talking about accents, quickly moving on. Talking about accents, somebody said that, and Small Axe. Did anyone watch this week's Small Axe?
No, I missed it.
After me and Lee's discussion last week, I was like, I can't even be bothered, man. Man's got too much work to do.
What was this one's week about?
Alex Whittle, a writer.
Yes, it's about his writer. And he had no parents, gave him up for adoption when he was a baby or super young. Didn't know his parents. Was in I think like a house with a white woman who, found it hard to kind of look after him. Slapped him up a bit. Moved to London in the 80s. Round a couple Brixton man. Well, man from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And it just went way with the accents. It was just very hard to watch because the accents were so bad. And for me, for the time that it was set, and where it was set, the people that he was around didn't need to be from Jamaica or anywhere else in the Caribbean because they were second generation, people living over here. So they could have just very easily have been just black.
Yeah, they could have just been. Yeah, they didn't need to do the accent thing.
Yeah, I mean, the accent was just. Sorry, the accents were painful.
It was a Jamaican. It was worse than the man in Top Boy.
Oh, the little African boy, Top Boy.
Yeah, it was worse than that. The accent, the guy that looked like Lenny Henry in it. Did you hear his one? It was just getting worse. It was just grating on me. I was like, oh my.
Was it meant to be a Jamaican accent?
Yeah, it was. It was meant to be a Jamaican accent. I swear, it must have been a Jamaican accent. Do you know?
I honestly don't.
Do you know who smashed it for me though? Robbie G.
Wait,
Robbie G smashed it for me.
I think he's a bad boy.
He played the Rast. He played the Rastafarian. Oh my god, he bodied it.
Bro, the way he grips my man. There's a scene, and this is a very, very nice scene because the youth goes jail and Robbie G is getting on my man's nerves. Yeah. But Robbie G is an old rat. You know them old rats that just got that mad strength. So the youth tries to while out. And Robbie G just says to him, big man, it's not going to work out for you. So the youth swings for him and Robbie G just grips him and gives him 2 rib shots and puts him down. I said, yes. But what's good is that he just holds him and he just lets man know, like, listen, bro, we're here for a while. I've got all night for you to just, let your heart out. Just tell me what you need to tell me. And that was good. That was one bit that I liked in the film where it's just like, you know what?
It was a nice moment.
let man feel comfortable and be the ears that he needed to be. All in all, it was good. Musically, it was so much better than Lovers Rock. It was weird. Like the music in this, if they had the music in Lovers Rock that they had in this, then Lovers Rock would have been a whole lot better. because the soundtrack in this one was banging, absolutely banging.
Bro, Lovers Rock's problem wasn't the music. Lovers Rock problem was the story was rubbish.
Femi, Lovers Rock's problem, part of it was the music as well. I'm telling you that. Part of it was the music.
I mean, the music was all right in Lovers Rock. I just think that they just killed. They just did too much.
I get it.
Too much cooks.
I get it, and I think I now understand Steve McQueen's style of directing and shooting film, and so certain thing that happened in this week's one wasn't so much of a surprise.
Yeah,
but I think that
you know what I found funny, D. You know, the bop tried to show him how to bop. I didn't get what that was about, because he just looked like an idiot. To me, I was like, you should have dashed that scene away. There was no need for that scene there.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
But it is what it is. Lee, have you got sound effects for Black Business Corner?
I can get.
I know. My Black Business Corner is going to come in next week.
Okay, you're what?
Yeah, it was. They rather do a dial-in instead of Zoom.
Okay. All right. So we've only got one Black Business Corner this week. But this week, I've been cutting this guy for years, for a very long time. His name's Tim. One of the nicest guys you can meet. He's the guy that I call when I've got boiler issues, and literally I tracked him over the phone and he'll tell me exactly what to do to get my boiler restarted, blah, blah, blah. He won't offer you this service, but Tim, his company is called Tim's Property Maintenance. He's got a website called timspropertymaintenance.co.uk. His telephone number is 07563967393. I will put all of this up on the Cut the Chat Insta page. His services are plumbing, heating, electrics, and general maintenance. Call out fee is £40. Hourly rate is £80. Any jobs that take more than 3 hours, he has a fixed rate. So it's not just going to be, £80 plus. He is my go-to guy. I've got another plumber that I need to promote next week or the week after. But this guy, he does all over London. And sometimes you can be a bit weary about who you have coming into your house. Do you know what I mean? Bruv, this guy, 100% straight up and down. He started the company a few years ago on his own, and it's growing and growing. And he's got a few staff members working for him. He's got a few people working for him. I can definitely put my mouth on this guy as 100% recommendation. Whatever.
Sorry. What did you say you can do? You can do what?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all.
Wait a minute. What?
Wait a minute.
You said, you know what? You know why we had to pull you up? Because you said it so slow, bro. You said I could definitely put my mouth on this guy. Wow.
Doesn't even make sense.
Whoa.
I've never even heard that saying. I've never heard that.
That is a massive why for that.
Never ever heard that.
Have you never heard that saying?
Never.
I put my mouth on him.
All right, well, I will rephrase it. For you lot. Yeah, I can definitely 100% back this guy.
You can go around the back of this guy. What? Is that what you're saying? What?
You man
and you at the back. And
Baby, back to your questions, please. Back to your questions.
Oh, we're so dumb. Sorry, finish.
But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna put him up on the Instagram. Any house maintenance, plumbing, electrics, heating. This is the guy. 100%. This is the guy. He knows his stuff. So yeah, get at him for any of your plumbing, heating, and electrical needs in London. That is Black Business Corner. Sound effects, Ace.
Black Business Corner.
there you go. I think that's it right now. I think we're done. I think we got through everything.
Yeah. We'll be back next week.
Oh, wait.
Go on.
So, listeners, we have decided to have a Cut the Chat Christmas dinner, and there are 2 places up for grabs. These 2 places up for grabs are not free places, so let's not get excited. You're not going to be coming out and enjoying Christmas dinner with us for free. But there's 2 places up for grabs at the amazing restaurant, which is the Greedy Cow in Mile End.
Bro, why are you telling them where we're eating? They're gonna come.
Well,
Just turn up.
we don't know the date.
Oh, okay.
When they're gonna come every day.
Okay.
Yeah, so check out the restaurant, Greedy Cow. Check out their Christmas menu. Absolutely amazing. Their food is absolutely amazing anyway.
Sick.
We've been eating there for years. One of my good pals, Reg, he owns a restaurant. So we are going there. Have we got a competition for them right now, Ace? Are we gonna
we'll do next week.
All right. So make sure you listen in next week for the competition to win a chance to dine with the Cut the Chat squad and a few of the Cut the Chat family. So my pal Yoda, aka Wayne, will be there. If you don't know, you would have heard his stories on the podcast many times. The guy that wears shoes that are far too small, the guy that believes that all women have periods on the same day. That guy. Also, the one that they call Monserration, or the one that we call Monserration, he will be there. So come and meet him in person, and you might be able to hear some of his crazy stories in real life, because
Lee might not turn up though.
Who?
Lee
might not turn up. Why?
Yeah, because Lee does that sometimes.
Oh, Lee just does that.
I'm a Wiley.
That.
I'm like the Wiley of the group.
He just does that.
I've got my tails from the cab, you know.
Oh yeah, bust it, rude boy.
Are you not ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
This happened to me last night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Tell me where you at.
Oh,
right,
wait,
cool. Anyway.
wait, Lee, before you start your tales on the cab, Ace.
Yeah.
Let them know about the quick fire questions for us at the end of the show. To brief them.
You want to do it today?
Yeah, we're gonna do it after the tales from the cab.
After Lee's tale from the cab, ask us anything. Ask any Cut the Chat member one question. We all have to answer the first question that comes in. Yeah, hit us up right now. Start thinking about your questions. So I'm in a weird mood today. Lee, go true.
Okay, so last night, I was working, and it wasn't really busy, if I'm honest. But then I decided to get a little flow from about 10, because the restaurants, people get their last orders in about 10. So they obviously some can leave, some stay about, hang about to 11. So anyway, I got to Victoria, and I'm a good spirit. I'm a good guy. I'm a proper nice guy. This woman with her suitcase and her backpack, she stops me, and she's like, "Listen, I need to go to America." I thought, this is a great job. Like, this is gonna give me a lot of money.
America.
I said, "What do you need?" Yeah, she goes, "I need to go to New York." So I was like, "Yeah, I can take you there. It's gonna be good peace." So anyway, she goes, "All right, honestly, I'm gonna go Heathrow. From Heathrow, I'm gonna fly out." But she goes, "I haven't bought my ticket." Now, at this point, I was just like, "Right, where do you want to go? You want to go Heathrow Terminal 5? That's like long haul, innit? Go into America. That's like what, BA Virgin." So she's like, "Yeah, but I haven't bought my ticket." So I said, "Well, what do you want to do?" So she said, "All right, can we go to a bar?" She's a French lady, by the way. She goes, "There's a bar around the corner. I'm going to connect my laptop to the Wi-Fi, and I'm going to order my ticket." So I was like, "All right, well, however this matters, however it's going to work, just run it." So we drive around to this place that she said that she was going to connect to. I said to her, everywhere's closed now, because now it's about 11 o'clock. I said, "Everywhere's closed." She's like, no, trust me, this place isn't. I was like, "All right." So she gives me £10. She said, "Can you wait here? I'm going to go. I'm going to come back. Don't go. Please don't go. I need you. I was like, "All right, cool, go." So she goes away, yeah? She comes back about 10 minutes later. She's like, "Oh, it's closed." I said, "I told you." She goes, "All right, I need to book a flight." She goes, do you think, I said, I don't know if you can fly into America, if I'm honest. I'm going to be real with you. She goes, can you check flights on your phone? She don't have the Wi-Fi. So me being a good Samaritan, checking these flights for her. Don't even know why I was doing this. This is me going above and beyond for my customers. So I'm going through and I found a flight and she's like, oh, can you book it on your card and I'll give you the money? So I was like,
Book it on your card.
Well, she's like, I was like, where would you go with your laptop? To do what? To come back to ask me to book it on my card. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I said, you show me the readies and I'll book it on my card. If you can show me, I'm going to check them. I'm going to check them good. But if that's the case, I will check them and I'll pull it on my card for you. So she's like, but then I got a message and it was said that you can't fly to America. She goes, what about if I go to Mexico? I was thinking, what are you talking about? What are you trying to do? I'm going to go to Mexico, and then from Mexico, I'm going to make my way to America. Now, what she's telling me is her mum was not well, and that's why she wanted to go, but she's panicking. Now, every minute when we was having this conversation, like every 10 minutes, she'd look at me and give me puppy eyes like that, but look at me in my face like that. Like she looked like a swan. She looked like a swan, just kept looking in my face in it. I thought, you know what? Because I'm looking behind me in it, because she's sitting on the chair that's facing me, and I thought I'm looking behind me, and and then she's trying to cry as well. So I'm like, listen, what's your name? She tells me her name. My name's Jessica. So I'm like, Jessica, you've had me now in the cab for 1 hour. I can't help you. I said the only place I know open now is Dubai. Yeah. She's like, oh, you think I should book Dubai and then go from Dubai? I was thinking, I'm just telling you something. I don't know. So I said, long story short, look, you need to rethink this and do it tomorrow. She made me look at BA, she made me look at Virgin, she made me look at United Airlines. So all this is gone. This is another half an hour. The wife's phoned me. Where are you? I said, Jessica, look, the wife's phoning me. You have kept me here for an hour and a half. I'm in trouble now. Do you get what I'm saying? She's looking at me. When Rosh heard her, she was like, what are you doing? She's like, how come you never like, just choose the woman to get out of the cab? But I didn't want it. The woman was not going to get out of my cab. You know, like I could tell if I opened the door, she would have screamed or something. Like she wasn't 100%. The woman, right, this is what we're going to do. You need to go somewhere. So she gave me this card and it was going King's Cross. I said, right, first and foremost, you're going to give me money now to take you there. And that's where we're going. But she's like, oh no, just take me to the airport. Take me to the airport. I said, I can't take you to the airport. You're not going to go. No, you can't just book it to the airport. You're telling me that you've got cash. How are you going to book a flight? It was getting mad now. 45 minutes have gone by. I'm driving to the hotel, yeah? And she's telling me, no, just take me to the airport. I said, listen, I'm to this hotel. If you want to take the airport, give me £100. I said, give me £100 now. She said to me, she had to cry. She's trying to make herself cry. I swear you not. She was trying to make herself cry.
Lee, what are you praying, bro?
Bro, you know what? I didn't even know what to do. I've been so nice. Now, you know, shook. Obviously, I've got right in the hands-free telling me, look at you, you're a dickhead. You're not like that with me. So how are you just letting this woman get away? Oh, you're taking a hotel, yeah? I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm beefing. Because of this woman I don't even know. So we get to King's Cross here, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. She's like, please, just take me to the airport. I'm taking you all the way here. You've had 2 hours of my time, give me £30. Like it's midnight and I'm hungry. I need to go home. Like you've killed my whole night. I've done all for you. You've not even worked with me. Like I don't do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't even know why I'm having this conversation. She's trying to cry. So I said, she goes, just take the airport then. I said, listen, what are you gonna do when you get to the airport? I said, there's gonna be what's it called? There's gonna be like all security there. You're not gonna be able to get through. You know what she did? I'm no word of a lie. She put on the Batman voice and said, I'm gonna run through. I said, I swear you not. I got out of the cab. I opened the door. Said, get out now. Get out. You know at certain points here, I thought I was on camera. I thought, bro, she looked at me in my eyes. She looked at me and said, I'm going to run through. You think I'm joking? You don't think I'm joking? I couldn't wait to tell you this. I wish I had my camera out recording this one. She smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Buoyed me off. Buoyed me off.
Holy shit! Wait.
You don't think I'm joking? You don't think I'm joking, innit? You don't think I'm joking? I swear, you couldn't even write this shit.
Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait. Lee, wait.
I swear, I'm not lying. I'm not even lying.
Oh shit!
God strike me down tonight.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, you've just killed 2 hours of my time for this bullshit. I opened the door. I just had to take a big suitcase out. I said, get out. Get out. You've got no phone. You've got nothing. So how would you even have got the email confirmation? When I really thought about it driving home, I was so pissed off. I was like, I've just been mugged for 2 hours.
Did she get out? Did she get out? Get out.
Bro, she got out, but she was standing literally. She got out as if I'd done her something so bad. Like she's really trying to like look at me in my eyes. I just saw this duck looking at me like, what do you want me to do? I've told you I've done it for you. I've done more than enough. What more? You're not working with me. I didn't even know I had the money at the end to even pay for any of the things that she was talking about. She kept going in her pocket like she had money in there, like hiding it.
You stayed with a mad woman for 2 hours. She was mad, bro. She was mad.
Killed me.
You entertained her for 2 hours for £30. That is,
bro.
That's good. £15 an hour.
Bro.
Oh,
you're a fool. You're a fool, bro. You're a fool, bro.
That story.
I know what she kept saying to me. She actually kept saying to me, "You think I'm crazy in it?" And I didn't want to say yeah because I felt like you can't tell a woman that she's crazy. I thought I don't want to do that. So I said, "No, you're not. But you're thinking crazy." That's all I kept saying. You're not crazy, but you're thinking crazy. I should have said, "Yeah, you're mad. Get out. You're mad. Get out."
Oh my god, that was so funny. Sorry.
She killed me. She killed me.
I'm dead.
Lee, do you know what's mad about all these stories, yeah? I don't even have the patience. I don't have the patience for all these.
That's what I'm saying.
Femi, you know why? Because you can't believe it. You really, you know what the thing is? There's so many things going through your mind. You're thinking, if I go to the door and she was a type of person who will start screaming, and then I look dodgy. So if I went to the door at Victoria with her, she started screaming. What would I have done? I would have been like, oh shit, what am I doing? Do you get what I'm saying? Then I actually thought, you know what, Lee, it's Christmas, do something good. Help this woman out. Maybe it will work in your favor. Because maybe after booking it on your card, she might give you a $1 on top and say, here, that's for you for helping me. You know, like you just do little things because you think it works. Bro, she killed me for 2 hours, blood.
Where are you running through?
Do the voice again, Lee. What did she say?
She goes, I'm gonna run through. Like she said it in my eye. I'm gonna run through. I said, nah, this woman's mad.
Shit.
I remember, she's got a French accent as well, you know, so she talked to me in French. But the voice got deep at that moment. I said, nah, you killed me today.
That
You
is
absolutely
too funny.
killed me.
That is too funny.
Absolutely killed me.
That was an amazing way to end the podcast. Thank you so much for that.
Are we doing? Is there any questions, Ace? Is there any questions?
I'm sorry. No, like, can we just go? I'm sorry. It's the best. That was too funny. We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week. Fem, you all right, bro? You've been quiet today.
Man, you lost, man. No chance.
The Man United thing killed him.
What is that? What's upset, fam?
Yeah,
Listen,
that's upsetting, bro.
I've been sitting like that every Sunday for the whole season, bro. Arsenal were dead. And Lee, I swear you saw Lee. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I swear you saw Aubameyang living life large yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, so I saw Dave. I saw Dave yesterday in Novikov come out, got in the Lambo Jeep. Then I saw as soon as he left, Aubameyang came through with the gold whip, same thing, left hand drive, came in. Yeah, they were in Novikov like it's Nando's, you know.
That's what Femi does.
You know, when I saw that, when I was on the rank for Novikov, just waiting for a job. And when I saw these guys, I said, "Nah, I need to get out of here. We're in the same league. I can't let them see me. I look like a pauper."
Sorry about that, bro.
But really, you're one of them.
Really, I am one of them. That's what I'm saying, fam. That's what I'm saying.
Come on. Let's go,
Right.
man. Safe, man.
You know, rate, subscribe, comment. Love you guys. Peace.
Guys,